Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we learn from St. Augustine, Doctor of the Church, while we read his book, Confessions. Welcome, Catholic pilgrims. St. Augustine has moved to Carthage to try and escape the pain he feels over losing his friend, and things are starting to improve for him, or at least it seems that way. We will be reading from Book 4, Chapter 8, on page 78. Time never stands still, nor does it idly pass without effect upon our feelings, or fail to work its wonders on the mind. It came and went, day after day, and as it passed it filled me with fresh hope and new thoughts to remember. Little by little it pieced me together again by means of the old pleasures which I had once enjoyed. My sorrow gave way to them, but it was replaced, if not by sorrow of another kind, by things which held the germ of sorrow still to come. For the grief I felt for the loss of my friend had struck so easily into my inmost heart simply because I had poured out my soul upon him, like water upon sand, loving a man who was mortal as though he were never to die. My greatest comfort and relief was in the solace of other friends who shared my love of the huge fable which I loved instead of you, my God. The long-drawn lie which our minds were always itching to hear, only to be defiled by its adulterous caress. But if one of my friends died, the fable did not die with him, and friendship had other charms to captivate my heart. We could talk and laugh together and exchange small acts of kindness. We could join in the pleasure that books can give. We could be grave or gay together. If we sometimes disagreed, it was without spite, as a man might differ with himself, and the rare occasions of dispute were the very spice to season our usual accord. Each of us had something to learn from the others and something to teach in return. If any were away, we missed them with regret and gladly welcomed them when they came home. Such things as these are heartfelt tokens of affection between friends. They are signs to be read on the face and in the eyes, spoken by the tongue, and displayed in countless acts of kindness. They can kindle a blaze to melt our hearts and wield them into one. I'm a firm believer that in each stage of your life, you will probably carry just one friend from that time with you into the other stages. However, even though you carry that friend, over time, the relationship will change. People grow up, your beliefs change, your hobbies change, you have different experiences, you get busy with your family, you move, but you will always have a special place in your heart for that one friend from a certain stage in life. My childhood friend is named Annie. We lived very close to one another growing up and spent a lot of time playing together in the park, going to the pool, picking out matching outfits for school. We were so cool. Walking to the library. Once we got into high school, our paths started to take different directions. Mine was sports and hers was theater, but she will always be very special to me. I wish I could say that I have a friend from high school that remains my friend today, but I can't really. My best friend and I, during our junior year, got into a huge fight that we never recovered from, and partly that was my fault. And I was also going through such hard things in high school that I pretty much kept to myself, so I don't really have a specific high school friend that has carried with me through the years. Acquaintances, yes, or just friends in the fact that we went to high school together and we were classmates, but not like that one specific friend. In college, I got my buddy Rachel. I'm still friends with her to this day. It's so funny. We lived together for 2 years in different places, but for 2 years. And my room was always like immaculately clean and hers never was. Though she kept the rest of the house clean, but it was funny because her room would be such a disaster that sometimes she would be sitting in there doing homework or something, and I wouldn't see her when I would go in there to look for her because she would be lost amongst the clothes. Such good memories. And then the military gave me my best friend Dawn. We were stationed together in 4 different places, which is very rare. We are godparents to each other's kids. I love her to death. She is just the best. And even though we don't live together now, we have decided to buy an island and we're going to live on it together. And our hubbies are friends too, so it all works out. Friendship is a good thing. We need friends. But, and this is important, we must not cling too tightly to them. I have often told my kids that some people are just friends for a particular time in your life, and then life moves on, and your friendship with them stays in the past, and that's okay. We cannot carry them all with us and maintain a high level of relationship with all of them throughout our entire life. Thank God that He gifted you with them at that period of your life. Be grateful for the memories. Hold them in your heart and love them always. St. Augustine has found some relief with his friends, and in a way, that's good. It's good to have those moments, but I wonder if he is going to show us that this is all a distraction from the deeper sorrow he feels and the emptiness inside from a lack of relationship with God. We shall see. Maybe I'm wrong. That'll be all for today, Catholic Pilgrims. Have a good rest of your day, and until next time, live the faith boldly and travel well.